So I have another question. So I get the cooperative. I'm just asking for clarity, right? And I agree with you, Ali. I think that women have sex with men too much and too often, right? Um, but the cooperative, I get being cooperative, but should you be submitting to a man that's not your husband? Do you submit to every man that you come across, basically?
No one tells you to submit to every man that's not your husband. But if you're deciding to for him to be husband, he should see wife. You should give him wife trait. You should show him your wifely traits, just like he should show you his husband traits. You should be wife and husband to each other prior to a marriage. So if you're demonstrating that your ability to be a wife to him, he should demonstrate his ability to be a husband to you. Because a lot of women be talking about, you ain't about to get no wifey traits from me, but they want husband traits from a man. So if you don't demonstrate no wifely traits to him, why would he get down on the knee and put a ring on your finger? Women don't want marriage enough. It's the control. Women are having sex with men for control. That's why you value your degree. That's why you value your career. That's why you value being strong and independent, being the boss babe, being the goddess, being the queen. You don't want to cooperate with the king. And the funny thing is, when you do submit, you get more control than the man that you ever have. The more you do it for him, the more you empowered and the more power you have over him. So women fight to get power over a man. And the more you try to get in power of him, the more you lose that man. And you lose your children as well, too, at the end of the day, because when they get older, they're going to turn right back around. Because I'm happy you said that, Shayna. My mother and father were still married. My mama showed me and my daddy showed me how a man and woman is supposed to love each other. And my mother cooperated with my father. If your mama left your father, she teaches the first divide in the household, and why a lot of people pick themselves. That's why you invested in self-love. You're investing in your self-healing, which means you're making a lot of bad decisions based on what your mama did. Y'all get to every time we get on these panels, it's going to end up being, hey, she's still healing from trauma. She still had PTSD. She's still healing. So if your mother was so great, no disrespect to none of your mamas either, you needed your father for coverage. You needed your father for guidance. You needed your father for support. You needed your father to see how a woman's supposed to be loved. And so your mama didn't have to go through all the things she went through, but she showed you to depend on yourself. And the more you depend on yourself, the more broken you become. So you need a man. But until women want the man more so than you want your degrees and your own independence, our families are going to keep being broken because you show the kids to connect to the father and you connect to the father and you keep the family together. That was your job.
Are you married, Mr. Ekan Ali?
Almost.
So no?
Nope.
And I want to address one of these comments. Somebody said if a black woman dyed her hair is blonde, she have identity issues.
Hold on.
This is a
look,
wig.
If it ain't a super chat, don't even
Right.
If it ain't a
Ali,
super
can
chat,
I ask you a question?
No person.
Of course, you can ask me any question.
Hold on real quick, y'all.
It's a wig.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Ray, you gotta ignore the chat.
I'm new to this, y'all. No,
it's cute.
Ignore,
That's all that matters.
It's a wig. I mean, I got natural hair like everybody else, baby.
We up here with you. We up here with you.
I know who I am.
Ignore the chat. They doing their thing. Ignore the chat. Stay up here with us. Now, who wants to ask Ali a question?
I did.
Yeah, he said he on the verge of
ahead,
being married. Oh,
go ahead, La. Go ahead, Ray.
I was just gonna say because he seemed to know a lot about marriage and because of his parents. I was just curious. So was he actually married?
He told you. Yeah, he answered.
Yeah, he's engaged.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, almost. But what's kind of, I'm not gonna say you being disingenuous about that question, is men will come up here and say how uncooperative women are and how hard it is to have relationships with women, and they'll turn right back around and ask if the man is married when men are telling you why they're not getting married with you.
Y'all are the leaders, like she said. Y'all gotta keep marriage. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you to make it happen.
No, if I'm a leader and you don't follow, we ain't going nowhere. Y'all the worst followers right now. We're great leaders, but you don't want to follow the leader. You want to be in control of how you control.
And like I was saying earlier, everybody be divorcing too. Everybody's been divorcing, not only black women, white women, or twice as likely to divorce y'all as a black woman. So it must be something with y'all leadership that's not hitting.
So you think the reason why these men are elected
everybody
not to
leaving,
marry you,
some ain't hitting.
So you think the reason?
Oh no, we hitting now.
No, I'm saying the white women are twice as likely to leave you as the black women, but inevitably everybody be leaving y'all. So some must not be hitting.
What makes it that you give love? You'll talk about Karen, you'll talk about white society when it's convenient, but then you'll support her in effort with us when you know it's probably because of cultural issues where she don't relate to us and she might leave for the same reason you leave.
When I'm trying to show you,
no, hold on. Let me land real quick. Y'all copied her with feminism. and she crazier than y'all. Y'all not as crazy as white women. So if she's leaving us, she taught y'all how to be strong and independent and be for yourself as well too. But she'll lie to you and go marry and try to get resources. So if you're following the white woman and you're gonna give us credit for leaving us as well too, she's just showing you that she's doing the same thing y'all do. If y'all,
she's following us. That's what I was gonna say. She's actually following us. And another thing is, y'all black men get divorced more than all other men. Period. So I'm saying you have to put the mirror up to yourself and the microscope up to yourself and see what is it with black men in particular that all races of women, y'all are more likely to be divorced than any other race of man.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
That is statistical.
Hold on real quick.
It's
What's your name?
It's not correct.
The sister with the white.
No, it's statistically
No, what's
correct.
your name? What's your name?
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. What's your name? Lala?
My name?
Lola?
It's Ray. It's Ray.
My name is Rayana. Most people call me Ray.
Hey, Ray, you ain't got no options?
As far as what?
A man that'll do anything for you.
Do I have a man? Do I have options?
No, I actually, do you have options?
Of course.
Right. You want to control the man. You don't. You want to try to change a man instead of being with a man that'll do anything for you. You still won't settle. You want to be with who you want to be with instead of
you
being.
Telling me what you telling me about myself?
You say you have options. Why you don't settle?
Hi, what you mean settle? You want me to settle?
No, I don't know. That's not what I don't mean. Settle for just anybody. If you have all these options, a man will settle with a 5. A man will settle with a 6. He'll make that 6 and 5 his 10. Y'all want to still be with the 10s. You still try to be with a man. You try to change and make him into what you want him to do.
Who, me? Most of y'all. Who you talking to?
Oh, I know you. I know you do it. I know you do it.
I don't try to change nobody.
You don't try to change a man?
Absolutely not. I let people be themselves.
How many relationships? Hold on real quick, Ann. Hold on, Ann. Why are you not currently in a relationship if you haven't tried? If you accepted a man for who he is, how you not still in a relationship?
That's not on my priority list right now.
Checkmate. You don't want to be with a man enough. That's not he's not your priority. So why would he want to be with you?
He probably don't, and I'm okay with that.
You made my point, sister. You made my point.
I know being in a relationship is not my priority. I never said it was. When y'all.
So how you blame it? So how you blame? So now you made my point.
Find a woman that wants you though. It might not be me, but somebody should.
Look, Ray, you made my point just now. They're not your priority. You prioritizing yourself.
It's not my priority, but there are women out here that would love to be married and be in a relationship.
No, I'm talking about you though. I'm not talking about those. No, hold on. If you're talking about, if I'm gonna be an advocate about bad men, and I'm being the bad man, it would make sense. But if I'm a good man, I'm being righteous, and that's what I'm advocating for, and men aren't getting responses from women, I could speak out for them. You're speaking about what women are talking about men, but you got all these options where you can settle, but you said that's not your priority. So how can you settle? So how can you speak against men, but you won't even settle with one? You are actually illuminating the point of why I'm not in a relationship, because at this point, especially, I don't want to say this, but in the state of men right now, it would be like somebody would be settling a lot of times. It's not, like I said, it's the reason a lot of women are divorcing y'all. It's not hitting the way y'all think. Hey, hold on. Hey, brothers. It's not hitting like that. Straight like that. Darwin, Sweeney, if you had a woman that does everything you wanted to do, would you leave her?
No.
Ain't you married? Are you married, Sweeney?
Yes.
You said his wife. He said his
Bruce
wife.
is married too. No, but listen what you're saying. You got all these men that do what you ask, and you go, that's not my priority.